Let's be honest. Overthinking is basically cardio for the brain, except you burn 0 calories and end up stressed for no reason. One small message, your mind, let me analyze this from 44 angles. Someone doesn't reply, your brain starts hosting a TED Talk titled, Why They Secretly Hate Me, a 7-hour presentation. Overthinking is the reason you can't sleep, can't eat, and can't mind your business in peace. And what's crazy is you're not doing it on purpose. No one wakes up and says, you know what? Let me torture myself with thoughts that aren't even real today. But your mind loves drama. It loves creating stories. It loves turning tiny situations into full-blown movies with tragedy, heartbreak, plot twists, and imaginary arguments. So today we're breaking it down. Why we overthink, why it feels impossible to stop, and why your brain sometimes behaves like a malfunctioning GPS. 1. Overthinking happens because we hate uncertainty. Humans want answers. We want to know what's going on, what's going to happen, and how people feel about us. But life? Life loves to keep secrets. And so what do? We start imagining the worst-case scenarios like professional scriptwriters. Your friend doesn't text back? Instantly, your brain is, she hates me, she's upset, maybe I said something wrong, or maybe she's been kidnapped. Relax, she's probably just sleeping, eating, or watching TikTok. But the mind hates not knowing, so it fills the silence with stories. 2. Overthinking is your brain trying to protect you, but doing too much. Think of your brain like that one friend who means well, but exaggerates everything. Your brain is trying to avoid danger, embarrassment, rejection, mistakes, basically anything uncomfortable. So it keeps replaying things. What if I mess up? Should I have said that differently? What if this goes wrong? It's trying to prepare you. But instead of helping, it ends up exhausting you. It's like wearing a helmet inside the house. Good intention, unnecessary stress. 3. Overthinking usually happens when we feel powerless. Here's something deep but very true. We overthink the most when we feel like we can't control something, when things feel uncertain, when outcomes are unpredictable, when people's actions are confusing, when life feels a little bigger than you. That's when the brain tries to solve emotions by thinking harder. But emotions are not puzzles. You can't overthink your way out of a feeling. That's why even when you think and think and think, you still feel stuck.
4. Overthinking is often a symptom of caring too much. You don't overthink things you don't care about. You don't sit there analyzing why a random stranger didn't smile at you. But your crush, your boss, your goals, your friendships, your future? Overthinking happens where your heart is invested, and that's not weakness. It's proof that you care. You want things to go well. You want things to be right. The problem is when caring turns into self-criticism. 5. Overthinking comes from trying to be too perfect. A lot of overthinkers are perfectionists in disguise. You want to get things right. You want to avoid mistakes. You want to be liked, respected, accepted. So you analyze every detail like a detective solving a crime. Every message you send, every conversation you had, every decision you make. But life isn't an exam. There is no perfect answer. Most people don't even remember half the things you're stressing about. 6. Your brain holds on to what hurt you before. Sometimes overthinking isn't about the present. It's about the past. A time you trusted someone and got betrayed. A time you spoke up and got embarrassed. A time you tried and failed. Your brain remembers these moments and says, never again. So it overanalyzes everything to avoid repeating old pain. But sometimes, avoiding pain also means avoiding peace. 7. Overthinking isn't your personality. It's a habit. A lot of people think things like, I'm just an overthinker, that's who I am. No. Overthinking is not your identity. It's a pattern, something your mind learned, which means it can be unlearned. Your brain is not your enemy. It's just loud, dramatic, and a little too creative. But with awareness, it becomes quieter, calmer, and easier to handle. At the end of the day, overthinking is your brain trying to protect you, but doing it in the most traumatic, unnecessary, exhausting way possible. The real power isn't in stopping your thoughts, it's in learning to question them. To remind yourself, just because I thought it, doesn't make it true. And if you're someone who wants to understand your mind better, to stop spiraling, to feel calmer, to stop placing yourself in imaginary battles every night, then welcome to the Behavior Atlas. This channel helps you decode the mind, understand emotions, and navigate human behavior without losing yourself in the process. If you're ready to finally take control of your thoughts instead of letting your thoughts control you, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and join this community. Because you deserve a mind that feels like home, not a battlefield. Welcome to the Behavior Atlas, where we don't fear the mind, we understand it.